So you're on your way to take your items to the tailor. Before you drop these off, I'm going to give you some tips to consider to help your tailor help you look your best. What's up, all you good fellow fly guys? You know who it is, the cat in the hat, your resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michael Andrew of StyleArchitects.com, here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to the styling thing. And it's Fly Guy Friday. Y'all gotta work on my Millie Rock. I'm gonna work on it. Yo, I hope that you've been showing up this week in style, but if you haven't, if you've been having some issues with your image, or you find yourself just a bit confused every time you step into the closet, well, fret no more. That is exactly why I am here, to ensure that you are showing up in style and leaving a lasting impression with your look. Now today we're going to be just talking briefly about some tips and some tricks that will help your tailor help you look your best. But before we get started, if this is your first time here, welcome. Yo, what a great time to be here to start setting your foundational principles to make sure that each time you step out, your style is making a statement. If you find the information beneficial, please consider subscribing. I would love to be a character in your style story. If you have already subscribed, like my man Christopher Torrance, you know I appreciate you. And now you only have one thing left to do, and that is hit that notification bell, and that way you will be notified anytime new content comes out. Now typically when I'm talking to guys about having a tailor and making sure that their clothes are tapered and tailored and things of that nature, they take me literally. They just go straight to the tailor, they make sure that everything is pinned, and then they get their garment back. But then I usually get a text or a call back saying, Michael, you know, the fit still isn't right, like it still feels too roomy or it feels too tight. And I usually ask them these two questions. Did you bring the shoes that you typically are going to wear with the suit or with your pants there? Or did you bring the type of shirts or the type of sweaters and things like that that you're going to be layering on under your suit there as well? And typically the answer is no. And the reason being is because, again, you're just thinking that you're just taking your clothes to the alterations tailor to have it altered, and they're going to know exactly what you need. The problem is the tailor doesn't get to walk through your closet. So one of the first things that I always tell the guys to bring, and a lot of style consultants and men of style will tell you this, is if you are going to the tailor, bring the type of shoes that you are going to wear with you. Now if you're going for your summer looks, then bring your loafers, your drivers, and all those different types of shoes so you can make sure that you get your break right. If it's for the fall and the winter when you're probably going to be wearing boots, then you want to make sure that you bring those to the tailor so you can figure out the right type of break for you. If you are taking stuff in for the spring and the summer when it comes to your jackets, you're probably going to be wearing much thinner shirts that are more fitted, or you're going to be wearing t-shirts with your suit. And so because of that, you want to make sure that the item is fitted for that. In the fall and the winter though, you're probably going to be compounding your size by adding layers when you are stepping out. So because of that, you want to make sure that you are wearing those layers when you go to the tailor. The last thing that you want to do is provide yourself with enough time to deal and talk with your tailor. A lot of guys think that like tailoring should take about 5 or 10 minutes, but if you have a quality tailor who wants to make sure that you are looking your best, expect to spend anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes there, because he or she is going to make sure that everything is fitted to your liking, and that can take some time. I mean, just consider if you have a full suit on, then they may spend 10 to 15 minutes just trying to make sure that the jacket is fitting right, or to tell you about certain indiscrepancies that they're seeing that they want to see if you want to address. And then with your pants, to make sure that the break is right, to make sure that the butt is right, all these other different types of things. And for you to also observe and evaluate if this is actually what you want after they've pinned it. So you want to give yourself some time. I would always recommend, if you are in a rush and you have to drop your clothes off to the tailor, even if your tailor knows you well, I still would recommend you allowing yourself that half hour, just because that will allow them to make sure that the fit is right. And you never know what could be off, even though they are familiar with your body type. So these are just some quick tips and tidbits that you can use to help your tailor. So I want you to try that on, see how it fits you. If you found the information beneficial, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It will help the channel to grow. Please make sure that you share this with a friend. Even the guys who are going to get their clothing tailored, tailored, they may not know these things, because I've seen this mistake made over and over and over again. So it would be good for them to just have this in their mental repertoire when they are stepping out and getting ready to take their stuff to the tailor. And I can guarantee you it's going to make them not only feel flyer, but they will also experience a different type of engagement once they are doing these small tips that are going to make such a big difference. Don't forget that we are here every Monday through Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And lastly, don't ever forget that dress is only the outward expression of a man's state of mind, so you should always dress to express. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.